In 1965, Frances Olson's husband Ralph lost his job. He came home and told her that she needed to go to work. Fran's own father was very angry with her for even considering going to work. In the 60s, a woman's place was in the home. Fran was brought up to believe that married women don't work outside the home. There weren't even any daycares back then, and Fran didn't know how they were going to manage with their 4 young kids. Whenever they were out looking to move to a new house, Fran always came back and she could remember all of the details, all the colors and the layout of each house. She had a photographic memory, and Ralph was blown away. He said, "You'd be really good in real estate." Ralph talked to all of his real estate friends, and none of them would hire her. They laughed him out the door when he mentioned the idea. So Ralph told Frances to start her own real estate company and hire only women, since he said they work harder anyway. Fran became one of the first women realtors in the 60s, a time when real estate was a very male-dominated field. Fast forward to the present, Fran is almost 90 years old now. She's still very active in the community and loves mentoring young women in business. She's a legend in our city and a trailblazer for women of all ages. In 2017, a documentary was produced by local artists to capture her remarkable and inspiring life story on film. She tells of how she has dyslexia and had a very difficult time in school. She had to take special classes to learn how to speak clearly, and yet, years later, she became a sought-after public speaker all over the world. Fran maintained a great mental attitude and always found reasons to be happy and to party. She was also very creative and not afraid to think outside the box when she began building her thriving real estate business. Her business skills and branding techniques were revolutionary back then, and she has so many lessons to share with anyone who's wishing to grow a very successful business in any field. Here's a memory shared by Sherry Karpa, business owner in Indian Head, who said, "Fran is a true inspiration to me as a pioneer, entrepreneurial woman. I've been trying to find someone to write a book about these fantastic Saskatchewan females who have set the path for so many of us. A movie, even better. When I was a little girl, Fran sold my parents' house in Regina. I'll never forget when she pulled up. She came to the door and she handed me a purple pen with a white flower on it. The pen even wrote with purple ink, and I still remember that after all this time. She truly made a statement to me when I was a little girl." Now, a pen that writes with purple ink may not seem very special to us today, but in the 60s and 70s, Fran had to fight to get color into her marketing. Everyone's signs, business cards, envelopes, and everything in the newspaper was just black and white before Frances Olson decided to add some color into the traditional marketing. Frances has a way of becoming remarkable. That's the opposite of forgettable or invisible. When people remark about you, you and your business become embedded in other people's minds. Her saying, "I'm Frances Olson, call me," is something that's still stuck in people's heads over 30 years later. Her friends and family paid $60 for their tickets to see the documentary debut on April 20th, 2017. And there's a large group of Frances Olson groupies who've paid to attend and watch every single showing of the documentary since that initial screening. They've spent hundreds of dollars and still say that they learn something new and have new insights each time they watch Fran's documentary. We would like you to have a hard copy of the DVD to watch over and over and share with your family and networking groups, especially if you're part of a women's group or if you work with young women who are thinking of getting into business. Together, we can encourage and support young women to thrive in their chosen fields. Frances is almost 90 years old, and it would be marvelous to have the legacy of her story continue on and inspire thousands of other women. You will laugh, you may even cry as you watch how Fran overcame incredible obstacles throughout her life. Her story will inspire and motivate you to take action, even when something scares you and you don't feel ready. You will learn how people are the means to success in life and in business. And you will see how your overall mental attitude and level of determination and persistence have such a huge effect on your life. The business and marketing principles that Fran initiated and used back then, they're not outdated. They were revolutionary back in the 60s and 70s, and they're sadly lacking today. Use any one of them and set yourself apart from your competition. The documentary is called Up the Ladder in High Heels. It's fast-paced and it's 75 minutes long. Purchase your own DVD now for $97 each. If you don't live in Regina, just add $5 to cover the shipping. All of the money from the sale of these DVDs is going to purchase better video equipment so that we can continue to document the stories of other incredible Saskatchewan people. The Frances Olson groupies have paid far more than $97 to watch the movie over and over again. When you purchase your DVD, you will be able to watch this incredible story as many times as you want and show it to your networking groups. You will help spread the powerful message that Frances Olson's life story has to offer all women entrepreneurs for many generations to come. When you order your DVD now, we'll also send you a private link where you can watch the documentary online for free. Please share this message with anyone you know of who would like to also purchase a DVD. Success leaves clues. Together, we will let Frances Olson's life and legacy guide us up the ladder in high heels. Order your DVD now.